So this week, we're taking a closer look at e-scooters. Pilot projects are now on in Halifax and Waterloo. They're using these scooters. Some cities have passed legislation to regulate the use of them. So what are all the legal implications of these devices, especially if somebody gets hurt? Today, we're giving you the Legal 101. Joining me with more is personal injury lawyer Nainesh Kotak. Good to have you with us in studio this morning. So you say you do have some concerns over licensing and insurance. What are those concerns?
So first of all, currently, e-scooters are illegal on public roads in Ontario. There's no legislation, provincial legislation, that would classify them as a power-assisted vehicle or a motor vehicle. So currently, there's no insurance. I mean, they can't be on the roads. And even if legislation was enacted to allow them on the roads, we have to look at the insurance question. They wouldn't be a motor vehicle, so unlikely you'd have auto insurance. So you'd have to look maybe at home insurance. Could they have insurance? Could there be an endorsement that would provide them with coverage, provide the rider with coverage if they cause a collision and hurt a pedestrian, for example? Yeah,
because when we talk about collisions, if I could just break down some numbers. In the U.S., for example, 1,500 people have been injured. So just south of the border. That was, by the way, since late 2017. 8 have died in the U.S. There have been deaths in the U.K., France, Sweden, and Spain as well. So if somebody is involved in a collision with an e-scooter, who is responsible?
Right. So you'd have to look at, so for example, if the e-scooter rider was responsible and injured somebody, they would be. It could be the manufacturer as well responsible, and even I would think the city for if they enacted bylaws and the province enacted laws to allow them to be on the roads. Did they create separate lanes for them? Did they create an infrastructure that would allow the movement of pedestrians and vehicles and e-bikes and e-scooters in a very safe way? And if that's not in place, you can see liability all around.
There's so much gray area, especially when we talk about other devices like Segways, electric skateboards I've seen around as well, hoverboard. Who knows what's next, right?
Yes.
So is it going to differ, do you think, in the treatment of that versus e-scooters?
Look, e-bikes are legislated. E-bikes are allowed. E-scooters I don't think they're as safe. They don't have the pedals. And very interesting, Quebec has a pilot project. But what they've done is this. They've put some regulations that would actually create some safety. You got to be 18. You have to have training from the manufacturer and carry that certificate of training.
Really?
Manufacturer,
like a
yes.
Oh, really?
And then you have to carry that certificate with you when you're riding the e-scooter. So I think if Ontario was going to legislate to allow them, and I think that they will, because that seems to be the trend, they really need to look at the type of training and age and qualifications that somebody could have. These scooters can go up to 32 kilometers an hour. I mean, probably some of them could go more, I would think. And if you have an inexperienced rider on that scooter, they could be hurt, or going over a bump, or they could hurt somebody else. So I think having some regulation in play for training, for helmets, speed, and where you actually ride is going to be very important.
We got to do this quickly because it's coming.
It's coming.
All right, Nainesh, always great to have you here in the studio. Thanks for being here today.